Hi, everybody. Today we're going to talk about some of the different real estate websites out there. And if you've been looking for homes, I know that you've come across a lot of different various sites. Of course, there's the company sites. There's the Remax.com and Coldwell Banker and Century 21 and so on and so forth. But there's a lot of other sites that are real estate sites but are not real estate company sites. These sites would include those like Zillow, Trulia, MSN Real Estate, Yahoo Real Estate, Oodle, and many others. And I get calls and emails from potential buyers every day asking me for more information about a particular home that they saw on the web. Is it still available? Do you have any interior pictures? What kind of condition is it in? And so on and so forth. Although I am an active seller's agent and I represent sellers by listing their homes and putting them on the market, I also represent a lot of buyers. And so I am seen on Zillow and Trulia and many of these other sites as a buyer's agent, and I get calls. Now, they're not my listings, but of course, we realtors, we all co-op together, we all work together, and of course, it does not cost the buyer any additional monies to purchase a property through a buyer's agent. But that's a discussion for another video. At this point, what I want to do is talk a little bit about what site or sites might be appropriate for you to find homes for sale, depending on where they are and what type of homes they are, and how you might find that just right home online. The first group of sites that I'd like to talk about are the company sites, the real estate companies, whether it be Coldwell Banker, Remax, Century 21, HER Real Living, whoever it might be, company websites. And those also include the companies that own the homes. For instance, if they're bank-owned properties, there are sites out there for Fannie Mae, for Freddie Mac, and for HUD. And I'll give you those website addresses a little later on. But if you just go to Google and you Google Fannie Mae Homes or Freddie Mac Homes or HUD Homes, look for the official Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, or HUD home sites. And you can find homes that are currently on the market that are owned by Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, or HUD. They procured them through a foreclosure action. These are typically distressed properties. These are properties that need some help. But if you are an investor with some cash on hand, or if you are a owner-occupant and you are able to borrow additional monies more than what the home costs so that you can rehab it, so you can fix it, and so you can move in and live in it, this may be an opportunity for you. All of these sites, the homes that are on these sites, the Fannie Mae, the Freddie Mac, the HUD, and the company sites, all of those homes are also in the multiple listing service. The local real estate agencies and the local boards of realtors belong to or own a multiple listing service, and those properties are in the MLS, as we realtors call it. Now, the other group of websites that are out there, and I'm not going to name them all, but two that come to mind are Zillow and Trulia. Maybe some others might be MSN Real Estate and Yahoo Real Estate, and there's many others. Those sites are aggregate sites that take listings or procure listings through the various multiple listing services around the country. So when a new listing is taken by a realtor, and it is put into the MLS, it is automatically then upfed. Some of the information, not necessarily all of the information about the property, is upfed to these sites. The disadvantage of these sites is that the information is not necessarily kept current. When a property goes into contract, or when a property is sold, or when a property is taken off the market, that information doesn't necessarily get to these aggregate sites on a timely basis. And therefore, what you'll find is as you look at these sites, there will be properties that you think are available, and indeed they're not. Just yesterday I got a call from a lady in the next town over, wanted to know about two particular distressed properties that she found on one of the aggregate sites, and one had been sold back in June, and one had been sold in October, and this is now January of the following year. So the only way I was able to find out that information is to go to the MLS. Point being, if you are an earnest buyer and you're looking for a particular type of property or a particular price range property, your best bet is to procure the services of a buyer's agent. It will not cost you any additional money to have that buyer's agent, that realtor, go to work for you to find that just right home. That realtor is paid by the seller's agent. The seller's agent lists the property. The seller's agent has a contract with the seller to be paid a commission when the property sells. And that seller's agent offers through the MLS a co-op fee where he or she pays the buyer's agent to bring a buyer to the table. Now don't be confused. The seller's agent is still representing the seller. The buyer's agent legally is still representing the buyer. But the buyer's agent gets paid by the seller's agent through the co-op process to encourage the buyer's agent to bring a buyer to the table. That's why we all work together. We all show everybody's homes. Okay. So again, if you want to use the internet to search for real estate, that's wonderful. It's a fantastic tool out there. It's a free tool, and you can make the most of it. However, don't take everything that you see on the internet in any area, but including real estate, as gospel, because very often the property is a property that was listed a few months ago and it's in contract. So if you're really earnest and if you're ready, willing, and able to purchase, in other words, you're financially able to purchase, and you want to buy something once you find that just right property, then I encourage you to find a local real estate agent that you feel comfortable with and that you can build a rapport with, and have that agent go to work for you. That agent will email you regularly with updates right directly from the multiple listing service, which has all the information about all the listings. And that way you can jump on that opportunity when you see it and not be discouraged because you missed the opportunity to buy that just right home. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for further videos about real estate market in Morrow County. So long for now.